Hello, Tudor here, coming in like a search to bring you another video of Fault Sounds Dependent Lightcraft. I was hoping to do more of these before I moved, but now that I'm done moving, I can actually continue to do more of these. Let's continue because I like to get this done with. Not in a bad term, no, I mean like done as in like I want to get this episode done. If that makes any sense. Anyway, we're back with Kaji. He's a very weird, special individual. We'll go with that way. Hopefully we get some good pictures from this game. Anywho, what do you say we get back to it? After, realizing he won't choose to become a professional painter thing because his work sucks. Yeah. Kaji. Reading a book. This word, judging by the context, probably means vegetable. So going from the top, I think this says, the husband of mine never finishes the vegetables. I used to hate vegetables, now I love fucking veggies. This is made right, oh they're so good. I keep telling him the authorities will come down on us if we're too wasteful. Fuck, I don't know about America then. Fuck. But he never learns. He's a big baby. What am I gonna do with him? What the fuck? That's weird. Oh, it's a test. Alright, let's see what it actually is. Time to check the answer. Assuming it's wrong. Oh. Yep, almost spot on. I clearly got a knack for this. I should totally become a translator. We won't waste all of this talent after all. Why don't you become a translator then? Maybe it's because I've been practicing a lot lately, but I'm getting noticeably better at deciphering pen craft. Pen craft refers to the technique of using mana as a medium to infuse a writer's intent into a written text. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool, actually. A book inscribed with pen craft looks no different from normal, but every passage is encoded with the author's intended meaning. Oh. Ha! Suck it, English teachers! The door is red. What does this symbolize? The door is fucking red. A reader can use use a special lope called a reading stone to decipher what the author really meant. Though seemingly redundant at first glance, there exists a good reason for this twofold writing style. Pencraft prevents the true meaning of an author's writing from being weathered away by time. The door is fucking red. Ink preserved in language. In its the fucking big ass words. Contemporaneous form, while mana binds the intent behind the word to the ink. This allows the author's intent meaning to be more clearly conveyed for future generations, or to future generations. Of course, pencraft is not a perfect technique. The accurate conveying of intent is dependent on the various factors such as the vocabulary and linguistics competence of both the reader and the original writer. Just like how the same text read by different people will result in different interpretations, how a passage of pencraft is deciphered also varies by person. Even if the interpretations are similar, they could still manifest as different words. What's the fucking point then? Does that sound redundant? Some people might claim that makes the technique pointless. Yeah, but in my opinion, the imperfection is what makes it all the more beautiful. I fucking hate English. Except for my sophomore year English class, Miss Flab was fucking awesome. It makes you realize no matter how advanced technology becomes, people will always seek connection and understanding with others. Yeah. Such a sobering thought. It makes me appreciate the writing so much more. When the infused meaning successfully resonates with my vocabulary and materializes as flowing words, the rush I feel is simply indescribable. The next line is, the wife is fed up with the husband's dislike of vegetables. It's so amazing when I'm on a roll. Words just keep coming. It makes me feel like a mana crafter, almost. But man, you really got to feel for the times through the writing. Get a feel for the times through the writing. This was during the founding year of the Queen Reagan's reign. So just before the regime changed from second generation to a third. Queen Reagan's the bloodthirsty. Back then, harsh rationing regulations were still in place, and the government had a pretty big say in how people lived their lives. It moves a lot more smoother now. Like, what a time it must have been. Oh my god. I just saw this part. I wish I could have experienced Queen Reagan for myself. I would say, no, her own right-hand man betrayed her, and what was it? I think it either betrayed or tried to kill her, and failed. And when the guard stopped him and they had to do with him, she simply took his sword and cut off his head with it. But then he had to answer this. I'd love to have her walk all over me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't understand. What is the whole point? Who likes the idea of getting fucking stepped on? I don't understand it. Olgis, I don't know who the hell you are. Hey, Kaji, I'm coming in. Hi. Huh? Oh, it's Dad. Huh? Well, jeez, Dad. Sorry for barging in. But you've got some explaining to do. Are you really trying to become a painter? What the? Who told you that? Didn't really need to be told. It's vocab season. I haven't heard a peep from you about taking over the family business, and you keep going to the manor. It wasn't hard to put two and two together. I also asked the Serenhides for confirmation. For the love of Miss Flora, she said she wasn't going to tell random people about it. I'm pretty sure parents don't count as random people. But still, it's none of your business. It damn well is. You're still a minor, you know. Plus, if you're not going to take over the farm, then I've got a person-sized hole I gotta fill. That's definitely my business. What the hell? Okay, well that brings the backlog. Weird. You gotta start thinking about how your actions affect others, Kaji, or you'll never grow up. Well, I'm sorry. You came in sort of suddenly and it freaked me out. What's this you're doing? Oh, the usual. Deciphering old books. I always try to leave some time for this. It's an experience to be savored. By decipher, you mean your little puzzle hobby where you take an already deciphered text and try to do it again without looking at the answers. I should have just known you were goofing off. You have some real nerve, boy. If I failed my vocabs application 3 times, I'd be sweating bullets. Hey, I'm not goofing off. This is serious stuff. You think it's easy interpreting the author's meaning from old text and turning into words? It took me 3 volumes of this Young Life Diaries from Wall District series to get it good enough to read it at a decent pace. That's all well and fine, but weren't you trying to become a painter? And judging by the fact you don't have a recommendation from Serenhide, your skills clearly aren't up to snuff. Shouldn't you be practicing your painting? I did already. 2 whole hours a day. Besides, this is my book deciphering time. Guys, all over the fucking place. I got this whole schedule worked out so I can pace myself properly. Schedule? That sounds like a strange way to practice. You think? I think it's pretty reasonable. Well, I'm no art expert. Fucking hell, I keep clicking the wrong one. But, are you sure you'll get better just by practicing a set amount of time every day? I'm saying I'm sure. But it gives me somewhere to start, right? When I asked Adia, she said it's best to sketch for at least an hour a day, so I figured twice that much should be safe. I see. Well, alright then. Is something wrong? Nah. Gotta say though, didn't think I'd be the last Oldberg to run the fruit farm. Sad thought that. I guess when it comes to us ordinary folks, things will just end sometimes. Can't keep them going through passed down. That's what we read earlier. Wait, you're not against me becoming an artist? Well, I'm not fond of the idea. I'm not gonna say no to something you want to do just because I don't like it. Why do I keep double clicking on the right mouse button? I thought there'd be, I don't know, a little more resistance or something. Loud creaking chair noise. Yeah, well, I made a promise with your mother that I'd let you follow your dream. Oh. Tell me one thing though. Why painting? Oh, please don't give him the same shit you gave Flora. And not just any painting, but portraits of women specifically. Following your dream is one thing, but I can't encourage you to be a creep. Just stop! Dad, where'd you hear all this from? Like I said, from Miss Flora. I asked her and she told me. Miss Flora, please, does anything confidentially even mean anything to you? Okay, look, it's not about painting only women. I don't have anything against men. I just like painting women more. And here I was wondering why you've been into painting lately. That sure explains it. Anyway, your questionable choice of portrait subjects aside, are you really sure you want to part ways with Oldberg Fruit Farm? I'm gonna cut off my middle finger at this point. Well, look, I want you to follow your dreams. Honest. It's what your mother wanted to, and I will always honor that. But you can't bring me a vocational potential of 6.9% and expect me to cheer you on. I never even heard of a rating that low. That's because they took the situation with the fruit farm into consideration, and listen, I don't know the first thing about art. But as a parent, I don't want to watch you put in the work and get nothing back. It hurts to see, you know? See, I think his problem is, I don't fucking know. I don't know art. I don't do art. I just go to work in corrections and I go to work, watch people, tell them what to do, tell them what they need to get done, give them what they need to get the shit done, and then come the fuck home. That's it. And then I make videos. I don't know shit about art. I mean, then you can pull the card of whole. Making videos is a form of art. No, the fuck it ain't. Fight me. I'm just literally come home, sit in my chair, start recording, and go. I fucking love doing this. I love doing this. That's why I'm still doing it. Speaking of which, do you even like to paint? Don't take this the wrong way, but from where I stand, it doesn't really look like you're painting because you like doing it. Dad was surprised when I've been painting for 2 years. We lived together and he had no idea. Does he even care about me? Of course, obviously he fucking does. Obviously. God damn. No, that's not fair to him. Exactly. He's a good dad. The adolescent years are tough for everyone. He's making an effort to give me some space. Even I can tell that much. But then, what gives? Why does he think I don't like painting? Does all the hard work I've been putting in look like nothing to others? Possible. See, what you seem as hard work could to another person seem like, oh, he's just sitting there. A failed Vocast review is basically the painting world telling me I'm not good enough. That's why I worked to get better. Well, I thought I did anyways. I'm 3 for 3 so far. On failing spectacularly, that is. My approval rating this time didn't even hit double digits. But for some reason, I feel a sense of relief. I mean, just think about it. My writing doesn't seem to make any sense. I've been putting in work every single day, and not only has it not paid off, it apparently made me worse. I could understand if the rating system stayed the same, but it went down. The only explanation, then, has to be some problem with their process, some bias or error or something. I mean, they did find out about my fruit farm situation this time. Maybe that's the reason. Everyone saw farm and they just focused on that. They reviewed the farm instead of my paintings. That had to be why. Don't take this the wrong way, but from where I stand, it doesn't. I'm not touching the mouse anymore. From where I stand, it doesn't really look like you're painting because you like doing it. Enter work? Okay, enter works. But that said bugs me though. Do I like painting? You know what? I never actually thought about that before. When I finish a painting, I feel pretty good. What about while I'm painting? How does the process make me feel? That's something I've ever considered. Maybe I feel nothing. Maybe it's not actually fun for me. What is it that keeps me going then? Is it because painting is supposed to be a means to an end and not the end itself? Something like that? All this fucking philosophizing is making me sleepy. Maybe I just have no talent. Speaking of talent, I sure ran into a boatload of it recently. Oh, shit, it's Ratona! Yay, how the fuck does he know about Ratona? I gotta hear this. And it was all in one person. One monster of a person. A crazy ace of all trades who can just pick up something for the first time and do it better than anyone else. For some reason, her name is practically synonymous with talent. Ratona Ravenstar. Best character of the Fault series. She hailed from a line of battlecrafters, all of whom served as royal guardians. Elite knights tasked with protecting Rosenhide's royal family. Apparently, when it comes to Manacraft, she's not some garden variety genius. She's a once in a century freak of nature. She is not a freak of nature. You take it the fuck back. She's the youngest ever to break the record for fastest sword fabrication time. Rumor has it that she can go toe to toe with knights from the order. She can go more than toe to toe. She could beat their ass. And not only that, she also quickly. Look at this. Look. Watch her on the fire. See it? So cool. But she's also youngest ever to achieve rank of dual crafter, as stated in Fault Milestone 1. And she can potentially turn invisible using glass. Everything about her is so over the top, you can't tell where truth ends and the nonsense begins. So, there was a scene in Fault Science Dependent where when she learns to do this, and she's so fucking happy, and I end up being crazy. Matter of fact, insert here. Done. Yeah. She was happy and I was fucking happy. It was the first time I learned how to do editing. So fucking, it was, I don't know why I was so happy. For some reason, she started showing up at the gathering spot I frequent. She always got this bored look on her face while she fabricates stuff and breaks them down again. Sometimes she makes some fire to fiddle with. Honestly, she doesn't even look like much. Sometimes I wonder if the rumors are completely overblown. However, the reactions of people around her beg to differ. See, she's right at this point in time, she's right now going through a massive crisis of loyalty. We'll go with that. Still, the Rotona Ravenstad that I know is a contemptuous brat who's always snacking on our fruits, the strawberries. Oh, she loves her strawberries. Strawberries and eggs, that's all she eats. And being an all-arounder nuisance by refusing to inherit her guardian title. She at this point in time refuses her guardian title. After losing her grandfather, who was her only living family, she ended up shunned by everyone else around her. I sympathize with her circumstances. But with the succession issue, I feel like people are being too soft on her. I mean, she's from a super distinguished family. Doesn't she have some duty or honor to honor her lineage or something? Yeah, no, after the death of her grandfather, which she doesn't know how. We find out about that in the prequel, or in the demo of the Science Pendant. We know what happened to her grandfather. Somewhat, we don't know why it happened, but we know what happened. And she has no idea. She doesn't know, and she blames Rosenhide. I don't know, but she just gets on my nerves. Honestly, I think she's just an entitled troublemaker who's got more attitude than sense. Not that I ever say that to her face, of course, because she'd beat your ass. Talent. Huh. The past 2 years, I think I've been practically diligent about painting practice. Almost every day, I sit down and practice for a set amount of time. The days where that didn't happen, I can count on one hand. Compared to the people around me, though, I can tell that something's just not clicking. When I see how easy Adia moves her hand over the canvas, I start wondering if I'll ever be as good as her. The thought keeps me up at night. Sometimes it wakes me up in a cold sweat. Maybe I never will. Maybe no amount of practice will make me good enough. That is the former Queen of Rosenhide, if I had to take a wild-ass guess. To paint something like that. Compared to the other students, it's like I'm the only one who's making no progress. It's like I'm missing some crucial piece of the puzzle. 2 years worth of effort. Was it all for nothing? What am I even supposed to do at this point? I've been trying not to think about this, but from the depths of my mind, dark thought bubbles surface. Maybe I'm not like the others. Different, and not in a good way. The more I dwell on it, the more I feel out of place. There's something about me that people don't understand. Whatever it is, I just can't help but feel that it's going to make the path of an artist very, very lonely one for me. But even so, I want to keep going, so that everything I've done so far amounts to something. This isn't what I envisioned. The women I want to paint, they're right there, and I can see them in my mind. But when I put them onto a canvas, they're wrong. Why? Why, damn it? Why? Probably because you're painting what you want to see, not what is there. I don't know what to do anymore. What if... Oof. Ouch. What if Mom were alive? What would she say to me in these times? Like these? It reminds me, I haven't written to her in a while. I should do that. Help me organize my thoughts. Date XXXX. Dear Mom. It's been almost my last entry, hasn't it? Been sort of busy lately and couldn't get around to writing. Sorry. Today I went to get the results of my third vocab application, and somehow the approval rating ended up even lower than before. I honestly have no idea how that's even possible. After last time, I decided to devote a set number of hours every day to painting practice, and I've been doing that ever since, so how come it got even worse? It's not fair. It'd be nice if I could learn a proper place to paint, but most studios have a no novice policy, which boggles the mind. I don't have experience, so I want to learn. But to learn, I need experience. What gives? Apparently places like that have no intention on training new apprentices. They want to bring in people who can hit the ground running. Seems weird to me, but it turns out our fruit farm's the same, and we generally don't hire anyone who hasn't gone through the Serenhide Recommendation Center. We don't even take in apprentices. Then again, the whole apprentice system is so old, nobody really bothers with it anymore. I guess I'll just have to accept that's how these are these days. In any case, I clearly still have a long way to go when it comes to painting. But still, 6.9%? Seems a little too low, doesn't it? Not that I can't do anything about it. So far, I'm just going to keep practicing, and I'll try again next season. Other happenings. I heard they cranked the Seasons Tower. An Italian facility that regulates the outside temperature of all of Rosenheim, allowing for a comfortable cycle of the 4 seasons that never gets too hot or too cold. What the fuck? Where is this, and how can we fucking make this? This is made possible by the efforts of hundreds of climate operators. During times of emergency, the climate can be manipulated to accelerate the growth of crops. What the fuck? I want this. Just think about, I think it's just entered the summer cycle because it's really hot out right now. It feels really weird, as if the whole year got squeezed into a span of a few months. We're technically in a state of emergency, but some of the people we know seem like they're actually enjoying the change of pace. Personally, I feel a little anxious. I think somebody's knocking. Honestly, I don't think it's sunk in yet. It's so peaceful here in Rosenheim and the rest of the Alliance. I still have trouble believing there's a war going on overseas. Oh, Okay. I'm not gonna say what I figured out, but I'll probably say it when I do a science dependent, but we'll see. Knock, shave and a haircut, 2 bits. If Chesterclaren joins the alliance, would Rosenheim get dragged into conflict as well? Just thinking about it scares me. But it's something that His Majesty King Vala and the alliance decided, so it's probably for the best. Ugh, jeez, I forgot. Hey, you got a moment? Don't come in without knocking. Eh? What do you mean? I did knock plenty of times, and he came in. He knocked a lot of times. You did? Sorry that I didn't notice. Anyways, I know this is sudden, but can you do some deliveries tomorrow? I forgot about it till just now. Sure, I guess. Where to? A kitchen. The kitchen, in fact. You mean the Grand Kitchen? How did you forget about a delivery to the Castle Rosenheim? To Rosenheim Castle? Damn Seasons Tower is throwing everything off. The schedule's a mess. The current crew's already up to their necks in work. They struggle just to keep on top of the orders every day. Really? It's that bad, huh? Sure is. So a bit of help would be nice, if you don't mind. Tomorrow morning, Rosenheim Castle. I already told Miss Melee. I guess it's going to be an early morning tomorrow. Fruit farm harvestings are totally out of whack. It's starting to get to Dad. He almost forgot a delivery to Rosenheim Castle. I think he's still managing though. I mean, he said he's struggling to keep on top of orders, but his definition of keep on top is more like perfect distribution every harvest batch with no waste. He's always been like that. I'll try to help whenever I have time to. Alright, I should start getting ready for bed. It's still early, but I need to do the delivery to Rosenheim Castle tomorrow morning. That's about it for now. I know I just wrote about a lot of problems, but Dad and I are both doing fine, so don't worry about us. Sincerely, your son, Kaji Oldberg. Project written. Hey, God, not again. Don't stay up too late now, you hear? I know. Jeez, how many times are you going to come in? As many times as it takes to make you stop jumping, or until it stops amusing me. You such a bundle of nerves, huh? Practice some composure. Leave me alone, I'm writing my diary. And don't read it, okay? It's private. As if anyone can make sense of your chicken scratches. I couldn't read it even if I tried. That's me. Oof. I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel. It'd be nice if all that painting practice made your handwriting a little better too. That's none of your business. Go away already. Hey, it's Ratona! I love their soundtrack. Oh, this is the opening from the Patreons they showed us. Oh. Yeah, move this out of the way. There's Flora. This has gotten so much better than when they first showed us. Dang, it's raining here too. And with Millie here, we are going to leave it. I think that's a good place to end it. This is Tutal saying thank you for joining me on this Let's Play of Fault Science Dependent Lightcraft. It's really nice. I'll be honest. It is really nice to see a very lighthearted, so far a lighthearted version of the Fault series, without murder and suicides and genocides and homicides and other types of sides. Oh. This is gonna be interesting. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, and as always, have an awesome day.